The Ouija board is an object that sparks curiosity and fear in equal measure. For some, it's just a fun, spooky game best enjoyed with friends on a dark night. For others, it's a portal to something far more sinister, a tool that can summon spirits, demons, or forces beyond our understanding. This essay delves into the Ouija board's origins, explores how it works, and looks at both the chilling stories and the scientific theories that surround it. Is it merely a product of psychology, or could it truly be a gateway to the supernatural? The Ouija board, sometimes called a spirit board, or talking board, was patented in 1890 by Elijah Bond as a parlor game. However, its design and function trace back even further to practices in ancient times, where people attempted to communicate with the dead using various methods. The Ouija board we know today consists of a flat board printed with letters, numbers, and the words, yes, no, and goodbye, along with a small planchette, a heart-shaped pointer that users place their hands on to supposedly receive messages from spirits. Interestingly, the name, Ouija, is said to come from a session conducted by Bond and his sister-in-law, Helen Peters, in which they asked the board what it should be called. The board supposedly spelled out, Ouija, which it claimed meant, good luck. However, there is some debate about the origin of the name, with others suggesting it may have been inspired by the French and German words for yes, oui, and ja. While it started as a novelty item, the Ouija board gained significant popularity during the spiritualist movement of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Spiritualists, those who believed in the possibility of contacting the dead, found it to be an accessible and easy way to connect with the beyond. World War I further fueled interest, as many grieving families sought comfort in trying to communicate with loved ones who had passed away. When a group of people uses a Ouija board, they place their fingertips lightly on the planchette. Then, they ask questions, hoping for the planchette to move and spell out responses. The mystery lies in who, or what, is guiding the planchette's movements. Skeptics argue that the movement is purely psychological, influenced by the ideomotor effect, a psychological phenomenon where people move unconsciously. Essentially, small, unintentional muscle movements can guide the planchette, creating the illusion that it's moving on its own. For believers, however, these movements are attributed to forces beyond human comprehension. Some feel they're communicating with the spirits of the deceased, while others fear they might be interacting with malevolent entities. This is where the Ouija board's reputation as a potential gateway to the supernatural comes into play. Many paranormal enthusiasts and psychics warn against using the board, claiming that even if it starts as harmless fun, it can invite dangerous spirits into the user's life. Stories about Ouija board experiences are widely varied, ranging from friendly encounters with deceased relatives to terrifying experiences with malevolent entities. Some users report harmless, even comforting exchanges with spirits, receiving messages that provide closure or insight into their lives. However, other stories are far darker. Tales of people encountering Zozo, a notorious demon reportedly summoned through Ouija sessions, have circulated for decades. Users who claim to have contacted Zozo report frightening phenomena, objects moving on their own, strange sounds, and even physical harm. Some users believe that certain spirits lie and disguise themselves as loved ones to gain trust before revealing their true nature. These experiences are often passed down as cautionary tales, reinforcing the Ouija board's eerie reputation. Yet, from a psychological perspective, these tales can be explained through a combination of the ideomotor effect, suggestion, and confirmation bias. Once people hear stories of sinister encounters, they may subconsciously interpret any unusual experience as confirmation of the board's supernatural power. Science offers a different view on why the Ouija board works. The ideomotor effect, which psychologists recognize as a way the body can move without conscious intention, plays a central role. When people focus intently on a question, subtle and unconscious muscle movements can guide the planchette. Essentially, users may spell out answers from their own minds rather than from spirits. Moreover, our brains are wired to look for patterns and meaning, especially when we're seeking answers or comfort. This phenomenon, known as apophenia, is the tendency to perceive connections and patterns in random information. For example, if a group is asking the board about a deceased relative, Any movement might be interpreted as confirmation of that spirit's presence. Additionally, the power of suggestion plays a big part. If one person has strong expectations about what will happen, others may subconsciously follow along. The Ouija board also taps into the concept of groupthink. When people gather to use a Ouija board, they're often primed for a supernatural experience, especially if they already believe in spirits. This shared mindset can make the group more likely to interpret random or ambiguous movements as meaningful messages, further strengthening their belief in the board's power. So, is the Ouija board a harmless game, or is it a vessel for the paranormal? From a scientific standpoint, there's no evidence that the Ouija board can actually contact spirits or other entities. Psychologists maintain that the board's responses are products of our subconscious mind, influenced by the ideomotor effect, confirmation bias, and group dynamics. However, even if it isn't truly a supernatural tool, the Ouija board's ability to affect our perceptions and emotions is undeniable. Fear and curiosity, powerful drivers of human behavior, are easily amplified when using the board. For those who believe in the paranormal, the board may seem like an invitation for spirits to communicate, thus heightening its psychological impact. Many spiritual practitioners, even those who believe in the supernatural, advise against using the Ouija board casually. They argue that regardless of scientific explanations, the intentions and emotional energy one brings to a session could invite negative influences. To them, it's a powerful tool that should be approached with caution and respect, not used as a game. In the end, the Ouija board occupies a unique place between psychology and spirituality, fact and folklore. It's both a toy and a vessel, depending on who's using it and what they believe. For some, it's a harmless game that reveals our subconscious thoughts. For others, it's a gateway to unseen realms. While science may offer explanations for how it works, the chilling stories and experiences of users continue to fuel its eerie reputation. The Ouija board remains one of the most intriguing items in pop culture and paranormal lore. Whether you believe it's just a game or a tool that opens doors better left closed, the Ouija board serves as a powerful reminder of humanity's ongoing fascination with the unknown. Is it truly a portal, or does it simply tap into our deepest fears and desires? The answer, perhaps, is in the eye of the beholder. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button for more spine-tingling content.